Hey YouTube, hey Bold and the Beautiful fans, get ready for another exciting week as everyone reacts now to Hope being fired. What's going to happen in the aftermath? Also expect plenty of romance this week with Finn and Steffi, Hope and Carter, and Will and Electra. Will and Electra will share scenes again this week, so it's going to be fun to see their romance start to develop. Also, Luna is back this week. Poppy pays Luna a visit in jail, so it's going to be interesting to see what they talk about. But first, tensions are at an all-time high and emotions are running wild after Steffy and Ridge fire Hope. And even though this is devastating for Hope, in the long term it's probably a good thing for her to get away from a dysfunctional work environment, and it's probably good for Steffi too. It's good for both of them to be separated. But the big question is what happens to Hope for the future, Hope's fashion line. We know Forrester is discontinuing the line, but who actually owns Hope for the future? Who owns the brand? Does Hope own any part of that? Can she take it with her if she decides to start a new fashion house, maybe with Carter? Or is Hope for the future solely a property of Forrester's? That's what I'm wondering about. And of course we saw Carter pick Hope up after Hope was fired, and Carter's really been there for Hope, and Hope has been there for Carter, and she even protected him, right? Hope could have explained why she was wearing that lingerie, but she chose not to reveal her secret romance with Carter. And this protects Carter at Forrester. The truth, though, will probably come out at some point, so we'll have to see if and how that happens. But when Carter was hugging Hope, he looked at the Forrester Creations sign and he had a look of determination in his eyes, and he said, they're not going to get away with this. So Eric had just rejected Carter's proposal, right, to turn Forrester Creations into a conglomerate business. And now Hope has been fired, so what's Carter going to do? It seems like he wants some payback. Spoilers say, fueled by anger over Ridge and Steffi's betrayal of Hope and frustrated by their indifference to his proposal, Carter hatches a plan to shake up the power dynamics at Forrester. This sounds interesting. So it's going to be interesting to see what Carter does. Will he work on the inside against Steffi? Also, I'm wondering if Carter will reach out to some of the other Forresters, like maybe Rick. Rick could possibly help sway the balance of power maybe away from Steffi and Ridge. But I'm only speculating about a Rick return. But it's something I'm wondering about. It'd make a great story. Also, Carter and Hope's undeniable chemistry ignites a fire between them this week, so after all this adversity, it looks like this could strengthen their bond. It's them against the world right now, Carter and Hope against the world, so look for some passion, and also, rumor has it, there could be some confessions of love between Carter and Hope too, so stay tuned to see if we see that. And over with Brooke and Ridge, Brooke learns of Ridge's stunning betrayal. Brooke is going to be furious that Ridge sided with Steffi in firing Hope. The assumption, of course, is that Hope was being inappropriate with Finn, but the truth is, and we the fans know, that this was all a misunderstanding and that Hope thought Carter was in the room, not Finn. Ridge and Steffi don't know that, but Brooke does know that. She does know about Hope and Carter's romance. Brooke, though, isn't likely to tell that to Ridge. She's not likely to reveal that secret just yet to Ridge. So Hope's firing is all happening under a false notion, but Hope wants to keep her relationship with Carter a secret to avoid Carter getting into any kind of trouble. It can be seen as a conflict of interest if Hope is dating the COO. But Brooke and Ridge will confront the painful truths of their relationship this week too, in a heartfelt conversation. And I'm curious to see how this plays out. When it comes to Hope, Brooke supports her daughter wholeheartedly, but Ridge hasn't always had Hope's back. In fact, Ridge once even asked Hope to move off of the property, out of the cabin and off the property because of her relationship with Deacon, her father. So Ridge siding with Steffi isn't too surprising, but to be fair to Ridge, he did support keeping Hope for the future at first because he does know Steffi's feelings can be biased against Hope. But recently Ridge has begun to shift his position on that and on Hope's line. And now, of course, after this recent incident, Ridge is supporting Steffi's decision to fire Hope. The issue of Hope, though, could create growing tension between Brooke and Ridge. And could this decision to fire Hope be what possibly causes a separation for Brooke and Ridge? Of course, Brooke and Ridge aren't married too, and Ridge is of course spending a lot of time lately with Taylor, so will that become more of a bigger problem? We'll have to see. And over with Stephie and Finn this week, look for them to passionately express their love and commitment to each other. Stephie and Finn are stronger than ever right now, and Stephie isn't going to blame Finn for anything that happened in the design office with Hope. So Finn, of course, was returning Steffie's tablet, and that's when the misunderstanding with Hope occurred. It doesn't look like Finn is going to feel bad either about Hope being fired, as he probably assumes, like Steffy and Ridge, that Hope was acting inappropriately and trying to make another pass at him. But back at the office, not everyone is going to agree with Steffy's decision to fire Hope. Spoilers say Eric attempts to intervene in this, but Steffie will remain steadfast in her decision, so it looks like Eric might not be able to override this if that's what he wants to do. This also goes to show who has the real power at the company. If Eric can't stop this and overturn this, override this, then what does that mean? Has Eric lost executive power at the company, or does he just not want to change Steffie's decision? I don't know. It doesn't seem like Eric's lost power because he just turned down Carter, but Steffie does have a large chunk of the Forrester shares too, but I always thought Eric made the final decisions, but I honestly don't know. And what about Rick and the other Forresters? Could they possibly have a say in this? Probably not. They're characters that are off canvas. But it's an interesting power dynamic at Forrester, and we'll see if some of those characters end up returning in the future. Also, Zende confronts Steffie over the ripple effects of her actions this week, too. So Zende's going to have a problem with Steffie firing Hope. There's going to be plenty of characters against Steffie firing Hope, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. But Carter now has a plan, so we'll see what Carter has in mind. Stay tuned. Also this week, Luna is back. Spoilers say Poppy's visit to Luna in jail provides Luna with valuable information. That sounds intriguing. So what could this valuable information be? Could it have to do with Luna's paternity? Luna, of course, believed that Tom was her actual father, but Luna wanted a life of luxury with Bill, and that's why Luna committed the crimes against Tom and Hollis. But will Luna learn something more this week about her paternity? Will Poppy's update be about who her real dad is? Will Poppy confirm that it was Tom, or maybe someone else? Also, Poppy's information could have to do with something else entirely, like maybe Luna being transferred maybe to another facility, so we'll have to see. Also, Bill's going to read a poignant letter from Luna this week too, and we see in the preview Katie with Bill telling him he was caught in the middle of all of this. And it's going to be interesting to see what Luna writes to Bill, so stay tuned for that. And back at Forrester Creations, not all is doom and gloom at Forrester, as the sparks are going to fly between Will and Electra. We saw them have that run-in where they met for the first time, and now it looks like we're going to see some flirting between the two. So spoilers say Electra and Will's chemistry ignites as she leans into his flirtation. In the preview, we see Will asking Electra, "Are you finally going to tell me the story of Electra Forrester?" So stay tuned this week as we learn more exciting details about Electra as she helps Ivy with the jewelry line, and as all the characters this week deal with the fallout of Hope being fired. It's going to be another compelling week of drama with all of these shakeups, so stay tuned. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Keep it right here for more videos daily. Watch The Bold and the Beautiful, CBS Daytime and Paramount Plus, and I'll see you in the next video.